Granddaughter's doing well?
Yeah. Little video clips every now and then.
Yeah.
So.
She's walking, right?
Yeah, well, kind of walks like a drunk person. Well, we're on.
All right. Dan, good to go?
Yes, sir.
We will call this July 7th, 2020 meeting of the Lawrence County Commissioners to order. Would all please rise for a pledge of allegiance followed by a brief moment of silence. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And all please remain standing for a brief moment of silence. Thank you. Vanessa, please call the roll.
Commissioner Vogler?
Here.
Commissioner Boyd?
Here. We have quorum. I will note that Commissioner Spielvogel is excused from the meeting. She's taking a much-needed and well-deserved vacation. We don't have anything to explain other than we are on camera. We're both being recorded for our live stream, which is being viewed right now on YouTube, as well as internally for our own purposes in compiling the minutes. Row officer reports and comments. We have one row with us today. Perry, how you doing? You have anything?
Morning, Commissioners. How are you?
Morning, Sheriff.
Good morning.
I have nothing to report, though.
We haven't had to tase anybody today?
No, we're in good shape, though.
Good. It means it's a good day. Public comments. I will note for any member of the public wishing to address the board, if you have any township, borough, or city-related matters, that you address those to your municipal officials. If you have any state-related questions or concerns, that you address those to your state representative or state senator. And if you have any federal issues, that you address those to Representative Kelly, Senator Toomey, or Senator Casey. But is there anyone that wishes to address the board? Floor is yours, sir.
Yes, I spoke at the last meeting about 2 cases I have up here at the Lawrence County Courthouse.
Yes, sir.
As of yet, I have not been contacted, and I brought today with me a Commonwealth notification form. It's completely empty, blank. Can any of you commissioners find out why it is blank?
So I don't know what that form is. I don't know what it's, I don't know what it's for. I would refer you to, I will note that I did reach out to immediately following the meeting. I went down to the Prothonotari's office and I got some information regarding the case. I will say that I would refer you to Director Ackerman, just because it is a court-related issue. And the commissioners don't have any standing in the courts to address these issues. That would probably be your best bet as to, how to pursue this. But that's all I can really advise you to do.
Also, anybody know when Governor Wolf had a mandatory shutdown for the state of Pennsylvania?
You talking about like if we were to do another one?
No, Governor Wolf, he issued a mandatory state shutdown during March, correct?
Yes, yeah, it was, I don't remember the exact date, but it was March. And then we reopened in, courthouse reopened June 4th, and then Lawrence County came back online in the green phase last weekend in May, I think.
Well, the paper says that Governor Wolf put the pandemic emergency order in on March 6th.
Mm-hmm.
I have paperwork from the courthouse that's dated March 10th.
Okay.
And I'm wondering how is that possible? And no one in my family was notified. And the order was put down on my father that is hospitalized.
I would again refer you to the courts just because, again, we don't have any authority over those courts and their operations. That being said, we did have people, the courts had people working out of this building during the pandemic.
Yeah, but a citizen like me couldn't come in because I was on a stay-at-home order, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, well, how did a judgment be passed against my father, which I'm a power of attorney over,
Mhm.
and we can't appear at the hearing?
You'd have to ask the courts. They were,
Sir, I've written down Mr. Accabone's phone number. He's the county court administrator, and he would be the gentleman you'd need to speak to, as Mr. Boyd noted. So I'll gladly give you his phone number.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Certainly.
there you are. Your best source of information for anything regarding the courts would be Director Acabone. We handle functions here. We handle the assessment office. We handle the planning office, the IT office, things like of that nature, basically support services and human services. We don't handle the internal operations of the courts or anything relating to the courts outside of their budget.
All right, well, I'm just here to let you know that I have a completely blank form
Mhm.
that's in the pathonetary office.
Mhm.
And if any of the commissioners can help me find out what's going on, why it's not filled out, I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
That's all.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Any other member of the public wishing to address the board? All right, seeing none. Fiscal and contractual, we have no bids or proposals that we're advertising for today. We have no receipt of bids or proposals. We have no fiscal reports, no report on quotes. Just a warrant registered dated June 30th, 2020. I'll give my colleague a minute to look that over, and then I'll take a motion to accept the warrant register.
I'll move that it be accepted, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I'll second that. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Questions on the motion? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same sign. Motion carries. Up next, we have approval of the Tuesday, June 30th, 2020 meeting minutes, which are very thick. But I'll give my colleague
I looked them over earlier this morning, and I'll move for their adoption.
so I'll second that. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Questions on the motion? All in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed, the same sign. Motion carries. Up next, we have a presentation of written communications from Pennsylvania American Water. The letter, which is a short letter, and I'll read it for that reason, states, Dear County Commissioners, as per the requirements of general permit registration, this letter is to inform you of the application for coverage under a GP-5 utility line stream crossing. This project includes one stream crossing that consists of the proposed directional drilling under Slippery Rock Creek in order to install an 8-inch water line. The project is located along SR 0488 Portersville Road, just northeast of the intersection with Pickernell Road. Hope I said that right. As per the general permit guidelines, a copy of the general permit registration is included within this letter. It's effectively what it says. And I will note that we received numerous notifications as required by different state laws that govern notification of the Board of Commissioners for permit applications like this. While we are required to be notified of certain permit applications within Lawrence County, we are not required and have no legal standing to challenge or otherwise approve or disapprove any permitting that goes on in the county or it's not directly related to the county's mission. So I'll take a motion to accept and file correspondence.
Just before I move, I'll note that this location is down in both Wayne and Perry Townships, and I'll move for acceptance of this document.
Thank you. I'll second that. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Questions on the motion? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We have no proclamations and certificates. No staff reports today. Commissioner reports and comments. Commissioner Vogler, you're on deck first.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, very much. I simply want to note that we did receive the order of the Department of Health Secretary relative to the requirement of what they refer to as universal face coverings. And there was also about a day or two after that, a question and answer document put out. And one of the questions here is, does the order apply to individuals
within local government facilities, including courthouses and government buildings? And the answer is yes. The order does apply to individuals both inside and outside of local government facilities, courthouses, and other government buildings. And we'll just enter that fact into the record. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Absolutely, thank you. The only thing I'll note is that we've seen an uptick in cases, COVID-19 cases, coming out of Lawrence County over the past few days. We have been in contact with our partners at UPMC, and we are not seeing an uptick in hospitalizations due to COVID-19 at the county level. That being said, residents should still take caution. They should still be wearing masks. They should be following the governor's masking order. We're not through this yet. We've done a great job so far. Let's keep it up, and let's try to get that case count back down. But I do want to note that there is not an increase in the need for hospitalizations, the need for ventilators, or the need for serious medical attention, even with the uptick in cases. That's all I have. And we'll move on to new business, which we just have our MATP LCSS, Vanessa from LCAP. What do we have going on here?
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Thank you. So there's a few different documents that I had sent forward in regards to medical assistance transportation program. Would you like me to just quickly kind of cover what they are?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. The medical assistance transportation program participation grant agreement and assurance of compliance is a pretty standard document that the Department of Human Services sends each year to the commissioners. I guess you would call it's the grant agreement. That is saying the county is the grantee from the State Department of Health, Human Services, pardon me. And then another piece of paper that I had set forward is a vendor services agreement, which I did bring a signed copy this morning and turned it into Vanessa. And that would be, sorry, let me back up a minute. This document would be between the state and the county as the grantee, and then the county contracts with Lawrence County Social Services for the provision of the program. So the county's responsibility would be strictly administrative. The quarterly advance payments would be set to the county to be held. And then as Lawrence County Social Services provides eligible services to consumers in our county, then we would bill the courthouse or, the treasurer's office every month based on trips. And so this document just basically puts the county as the grantee, and then the vendor services agreement with the resolution would be to appoint Lawrence County Social Services to operate that program on your behalf. There is in this grant agreement between the county and the Department of Human Services, there is a spot where the commissioners may designate who they are permitting to send in the first, second, and third quarterly reports. It is required that the fourth quarter report is signed by the Board of Commissioners. You may choose to sign every quarter, or you may choose to designate somebody else to do that, and of course, copy the commissioners. So,
What have we done in the past relating to those reports? Has that been signed by the commissioners, or has that been signed by a delegate?
Jim Gagliano would submit the reports, but we've always had the commissioners sign them.
Okay. All right, is that everything?
I think so.
Awesome. First of all, thank you guys for providing this service. I think it's a phenomenal thing to do for the community. Any questions, Commissioner Vogler?
No, I agree with you, and you folks always have every document in order and explain it so even I can understand it, so thank you very much.
All right. What resolution?
184.
184, damn near doubled. All right, we'll make that resolution 2020-184. You're welcome to stick around for the vote if you want to. If you have other matters you need to attend to, we completely understand that as well. But you keeping Tom Scott in mind?
I try.
That's a hard job.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Vanessa.
All right, the only other two items that we have here with us today are just two administrative transfers. The first is for our liquid fuels. We have county administrator did not budget enough money into the account to cover the necessary costs. And I'll note that was in the last budget, but that's not referring to Joe.
I always over budget.
So we're moving maintenance and repairs 20,000, or let's read the account number. Account 0343130-3030000. The amount of $20,000 to account 3431300-403000. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second, we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, questions on the motion, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same sign, motion carries. Last administrative transfer we have here, we're moving over $5,000 out of Commissioner's contingency to Commissioner's general administrative budget to cover some miscellaneous administrative expenses. That's our sort of flexible account that we're able to, if we have a miscellaneous expense throughout the year, we can take it out of that account. That account right now is fully utilized and needs some more money pumped into it. Just for the record, it's also the account, I believe, that we've been taking out whenever we buy masks or any other COVID-related supplies. We take it out of general administration, which is the reason why it's been depleted so fast. But I'll take a motion on that.
So moved.
Second, the motion is second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, question on the motion. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same sign, motion carries. Next, I'll take a motion to amend the agenda to allow for voting on resolution 2020-184.
I'll make the motion.
Second, with motion and second, is there any discussion? Hearing none, questions on the motion. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same sign, motion carries. Motion, or agenda amended. Now we just have for voting, resolution 2020-184. Now therefore be resolved by Lawrence County Board of Commissioners that the county shall enter into agreement with LCSS as detailed in the attached agreement designated as R-2020-184 as a vendor of the services to county residents eligible under the provision of the 2020-21 Medical Assistance Transportation Program. The agreement shall commence July 1st, 2020 and end on June 30th, 2021. Fee for service payments under this agreement shall be appropriated from a grant to the county from Pennsylvania Department of Human Services. The county shall be responsible to pay LCSS for the provision of services only to the extent the county actually receives such funds from the Commonwealth, which is a very important thing to include in the resolution. But I'll take a motion on that.
I'll move.
Second, we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, Vanessa, please call the roll.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next regularly scheduled commissioners meeting is for 10 a.m. on Tuesday, July 14th in the commissioners meeting room, which is this room located at the courthouse. Anything I'm missing?
The planning commission meeting for tomorrow has been canceled, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's due to a lack of new business. So with that being said, are there any additional public comments at this time? I'm seeing none. I will take a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Thank you. Second. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Questions on the motion? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same sign. Motion carries. Board of Commissioners is now adjourned.
I hope Mr. Acabone can help you. I think if you give him a call, I'm hoping he can give you some assistance.
Lead you in the right direction.
I don't understand if there's a shutdown by Governor Wolf, how can an order come down against my father and none of us can be present? That's no due process.
That's what you'll need to ask Mike when you call him.